What's up guys, Populating for Life here, and today we are back with another episode of Paleocamp in Jurassic World Evolution 3. So if you guys remember last episode, we got things started by adding in a basic campground. We got the parking lot, we've got the visitor center over here, ranger station, we've got some viewing towers, we've got the lodges where guests will be staying, and we've also got a little bit of a zip line. And not to mention, we got a ton of dinosaurs. Wrong button. We've got the Lokiceratops swimming about in these wetlands. We also have a massive herd of both Sauroposeidons and Sauropelta. We've got a pair of Kentrosaurus right over here. And we've got some of the new and improved Deinonychus, looking as stunning as ever. So now, if you haven't watched the last episode, then definitely go check it out, because, well, I feel like it turned out pretty well for our first Jurassic World Evolution 3 video. So now, in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on the waterfront. So, basically, when I was at the retreat, we had an area, just ignore that, we had an area that was right down by a lake. There were tons of activities, and one of those activities included kayaking. So, taking direct inspiration from there, I decided to add this little kayaking area, and well, obviously it's missing the dinosaurs, but that's what we're gonna do in today's episode. So if you guys aren't up to speed on exactly what we're doing, basically right here is gonna be Kentrosaurus. Right here is going to be the African subspecies of Allosaurus, which is what we will be using the Dominion Allosaurus as. Right here, we're going to be putting Gorgosaurus, which is going to be the new substitute for Albertosaurus. And then right over here, we're going to do a mixed herd of Lokiceratops, Maiasaura, and Edmontonia, which is what we are using the Notosaurus for. So now, before we do anything, we're obviously going to need to put fence around the enclosure. And right here, I've got a little bit of a lower lying fence. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some fence going all the way around the herbivore enclosures. Okay guys, so like I said, for the habitat barriers, basically, where there is path in between the guests and the dinosaurs, we are going to be using this lower fence that I got off the Frontier Workshop. What stinks about the Frontier Workshop is that I can't really include the blueprints in the description. But yeah, just know that I'm going to be using a lot of blueprints from the Frontier Workshop, as well as, of course, the usual prefabs that we already have in the game. And so, essentially, what we are doing is, right up against the path, we are using this lower barrier, and then in the areas that are covered with forest, we're using the cover of the forest to hide some actual in-game barrier. And we are essentially just going to be joining the in-game barrier and the lower Frontier Workshop barrier with some rocks. And so yeah, so essentially we are going to be using that for both the Kentrosaurus enclosure as well as the other herbivore enclosure. So essentially, to make my life a little bit easier, I decided to make a group of multiple fence pieces that I had placed down, so that way we could cover a much larger area in a short amount of time. As a result, I did also have to make a couple of more intricate adjustments to those larger fence groups. But yeah, overall, it definitely made my life a lot easier when it comes to placing down all of the fences, and yeah, overall, even though it was pretty tedious, it ended up looking pretty good in the end. Okay, so that's one herbivore paddock done. So we've got the low fence for guests to look over, and then hidden in the trees, we've got this sort of electrified fence. And so we're gonna do the same thing right over here. So in the places that's hidden with forest, we're gonna put electrified fence. In fact, let me actually do that right now. That's good. Then we cover it with foliage, so that way guests can't really see it. And then right along the path, we do some more of that fence. But first, let me, you know what? We could probably just do rocks here, actually. Let's do that. Finally, we are done placing all of this fence. I did not sign up for this when I got Jurassic World Evolution 3. I'll tell you that much. So then, from here what we'll do is the gaps, we can just cover with rocks. So, which rock do I want? Ooh, that looks good, actually. We'll put that one right here. And then we will take this one. And then honestly from here, what we'll do is let's just get started on the rocks for the Allosaurus habitat. See, this really isn't like an enclosure, it's like it's a habitat for the dinosaurs. Because that's the idea with this whole camp, is that this was just an original camp, or this was just like any ordinary campsite, but then when the dinosaurs entered the mainland after Fallen Kingdom, and the dinosaurs were everywhere, then basically the owners of the camp decided to embrace it. There, okay, that looks good. So, here's what we're gonna do. So, now we are finally ready to get some dinosaurs. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with Kentrosaurus, and then we're gonna work our way around. So we'll do Kentrosaurus, we'll do Allosaurus, we'll do Gorgosaurus, and then we'll do the big mixed enclosure. So, let's get started. So, like we did in the last game, we're going to be using the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Kentrosaurus as Kentrosaurus. So, Kilian Mountains, Chalcarana for the males. And then I'm thinking, let's do let's do Great Sandy Desert. Yeah, no, that's actually perfect. Do 2 males, 2 females for this first batch. And then we'll do 1 more batch. Why are we all the way up here? That, I think, is kind of dumb. And then this time we'll do 1 male, 3 females. We'll start with that. Oh, and what we can do is we can use this. Oh, I didn't mean to put it there. But anyways. Boom! Meanwhile, while those are being airlifted, let's get Allosaurus. Ooh, hold up. I love this skin. Ooh, that's actually so fitting. We have the females being like this sort of like gray color, and then the males have like this really cool pattern. No, I love that. Alrighty. Then Gorgosaurus. So, I don't know how I feel about the blue. I might go with that. Have the females be like brown and the males be green. Kind of like with the buck and doe from the Lost World. Yeah, no, I like that. Are we almost done airlifting the Kentrosaurus? It's taking forever. Okay. Let's do male and a female. Alrighty, now we are ready to release the Kentrosaurus. Oh, is there only 2 in here? Dang, okay. That's fine, I guess. Okay, so then let's do our last batch. And then let's also start getting things ready for the Allosaurus and the Gorgosaurus. So Allosaurus, what do they need? They just need cover, open space, and prey. These guys need wetlands though. And arid, and wow, hang on. We're gonna wait for the we're gonna wait for the Gorgosaurus because reasons. The Allosaurus. Let's do that. Allosaurus. Right in here. Ooh, here the Allosaurus.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Allosaurus.
Okay, what do they need? These guys seem to be enjoying their enclosure, which is great. Let's get the Gorgosaurus in here. At least via airlift. At the very least, the Kentrosaurus are like where people can see them, and honestly, you know what? We're just gonna add in another batch because we can. Okay guys, so now we are working on the Gorgosaurus enclosure, and let me tell you, these guys have a lot of habitat requirements. So because of all these requirements, that's the main reason why I decided to airlift the Gorgosaurus before editing their habitat. And yeah, in the end, it turned out pretty well, if you ask me. So here's what we're gonna do actually. So what I think what we'll do is, I think that we're going to make this a little bit smaller, because what I want to do, actually, so yeah, the island is going to be a little bit smaller, because what I want to do, I want to make the enclosure for the herbivores a little bit larger. Yeah, so now the herbivores that are going to go in this enclosure will have a little bit more land area. Which, speaking of, let's get started on these herbivores. So, to start, we're going to do Lokiceratops. Let's take a look. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, I actually like what we have here. We're gonna do one of those. Maiasaura. Yeah, something like that is what I want, actually. Let's do a little bit of a larger herd for these guys. And then we'll do some Edmontonia. Yeah, let's do that. I think that, yeah, we're gonna need like one more batch of the Edmontonia, wherever it may be. Edmontonia, there we go. You know what? Let's do 3 Edmontonias. We'll do 4 Lokiceratops.
Incubation complete.
And then the Maiasauras, let's do this. Yeah, let's do, like, I think 3 and 5. And the reason we're not doing that much is because with these guys, I want to try my hand at some dinosaur breeding. So here's what we're going to do. Right here, we're going to do that. We'll do a little bit of forest around here. Okay, so I also want to get some nests ready. So, Notosaurus, what I want to do is, so we have 2 females, and they enjoy ground leaf. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to get the ground leaf, we're going to put it all around here. Yeah, let's release these guys first. Ooh, and did we finally get all of them in one thing? Maybe? Yes! Okay, great. What we're gonna do is we're gonna release the Edmontonias regularly because I want to put them over there. And then Maiasaurus. So let's start by doing this. Alright guys, so pretty much all we have left to do is add in all of the foliage requirements for these 3 herbivores, as well as going on to add in a couple of nests, so that way we can hopefully get some baby dinosaurs. And as we are doing that, I just want to quickly remind you guys that this year we are trying to reach 200 subscribers before the end of 2026, which, might I say, feels like a long way away. So, if you're enjoying this video, then please consider leaving a like, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel to see some more videos just like this one. Not only does that help support the channel, but it'll also help the YouTube algorithm recommend more videos that you might find interesting. And as always, by taking the time out of your day to sit down and watch today's video is already showing a tremendous amount of support. So as always, thank you all so much for watching today's video. So as you were maybe able to see in this time-lapse, we were able to get our very first dinosaur eggs. So let's end today's video with some baby dinosaurs. Ooh, oh, we're about to get our first babies. Hold up. Oh, nest area 12. Hang on. Oh, baby Edmontonias! Oh my goodness! Oh, they're so cute!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Gorgosaurus.
They're so cute! Oh my goodness! Okay, we got a little boy, and we got a little girl! Oh my goodness! And it looks like... and we got the baby Lokiceratops! Oh, we got 4 little babies! We've got a little girl, a little boy, another little girl, and another little boy. Oh my goodness. That is adorable. Oh my goodness. Look at them. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm like freaking out right now. They're so adorable. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. Oh, and what's nice is that the Maiasaurs are congregating near their nests. Oh my goodness. I love this so much. Ooh, we're gonna get more baby Lokiceratops. That is adorable. That is, wow, that is actually adorable. Hang on a second.
We are pleased to welcome our Lokiceratops to the park.
Dude, that's adorable. So we have a girl, another girl, a boy, and another girl. And I want to see these little guys. Oh, look at his little eye. That is so cute. Okay, so now here's the thing. I don't want this to be overpopulated. So, honestly, I don't want this enclosure to be, like, overpopulated. We'll keep this medium nest for another thing of Edmontonia's. But yeah, that's what I don't want, is I don't want this enclosure to be too overpopulated. So I think that once these guys have babies, and once these guys have babies. Ooh, and it looks like, oh, more baby Lokiceratops! Dude, that's actually adorable. Ooh, and it looks like our first baby dinosaurs! Oh my goodness! They're so adorable! Ah, I can't believe this! Oh my goodness! So we have a girl and we have a boy! Hang on, where are they? Look at them! They're so cute! Let's go! Baby Maiasaurus! How about the Lokiceratops? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have a boy, we have a girl, we have a boy, and we have a boy. Ooh, are they doing... Oh, I think we missed it. Ooh, more baby Maiasauras!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased
Oh,
to
and
welcome
even more
the
baby Maiasauras. That's crazy. So we have a girl, we have another girl. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is so stinking adorable. Following. Oh my gosh, and it's going in the water. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them! Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Oh my goodness, but this is actually amazing. We've got baby dinosaurs, everybody. Oh, look how cute they are! They're so cute! Oh my goodness. So, hang on, let's take a look at how many we have now. So, yeah, if we take a look, we have 16 Lokiceratops, 18 Maiasaura, 5 Edmontonias. I think we can get rid of this, though. Maybe add a little bit more forest. And yeah, that looks really, really good. So I think to end today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick ride in the kayak. So yeah, let's just take a ride alongside the dinosaurs. You can just see them zooming through the water. That's, oh my goodness, so adorable. Let's go over and see them. Oh my goodness. Absolutely adorable. Look at them! There's the Lokiceratops. We got 2 of them. I think those are the females. Ooh, looks like we're gonna get some, Edmontonia babies. Which is perfect. Ooh, looks like you can see the Edmontonias over there. Is there any way we could go faster? Because this is kind of slow, not gonna lie. Oh, you can see the little baby galloping. That's so adorable. We go over here. Let's see if we can see Gorgosaurus. Ooh, looks like, again, more Edmontonia babies. Ah, there's the Gorgosaurus. Oh, and it's eating. That's super cool. So yeah, at Paleocamp, we highly recommend that you stay in the designated areas, because if you get too close to the shore, you're gonna get chomped up. You can see the Allosaurus in the distance. Looks like they're patrolling along the edge of their habitat. Man, this is absolutely amazing. Oh, and you can see the Kentrosaurus in the distance. Oh, good view of the Allosaurus. And of course, right over there, we have got the Kentrosaurus. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with all of the progress that we got done in today's episode. I mean, oh my gosh, look at just how many dinosaurs are in this enclosure. Like, this enclosure's jam-packed with them. So yeah, in general, I also really love the low fence that we've got right here. Yeah, this is overall just an excellent addition to Paleocamp. So now that brings us over to next episode, which is going to be the final episode of Paleocamp. So when I went to the retreat this past summer, they also had a little farm area. They had goats, they had sheep, they had chickens. So we're going to do that right up here. So what I think I'm going to do is I think obviously I'm going to have like a goat feeder and like have like a little goat paddock. But we are also going to have some smaller dinosaurs. So in particular, I'm thinking that we're going to do Psittacosaurus and Maiasaura, which is what we are using as the substitute for Microceratus. We are going to do another enclosure for Protoceratops, which is, by the way, my second favorite dinosaur, and Oviraptor. And we are also going to have some smaller carnivores, such as the Morus intrepidus, which we are now instead going to use as Dilong, which is a tyrannosauroid from the Yixian Formation. And then hear me out. This is gonna sound crazy, but we're going to use Coelophysis as historically accurate velociraptors. Now, I know what you're thinking. These look nothing like velociraptors. I mean, for one thing, they don't have feathers. They don't have that iconic dew claw. However, they do have one thing going for them, and it is the fact that they are small. and that's literally the only reason we are using these guys as velociraptors. Again, sounds crazy, but we're gonna go for it. And then I think as one little added thing, we're going to have a wild population of Eutyrannus to go along with the Yixian formation. So, much like I did with last episode, I downloaded a ton of blueprints that are going to be very fitting for the farm area of Paleocamp. So now I think the perfect way to end today's video is with some more Edmontonia babies. Look at them, they're so cute. So yeah, with that being said, that is gonna wrap up today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Planet Zoo and Jurassic World Evolution 3 content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.